The silence in Vane Tower wasn't empty. Felt heavy, like water pressing on your chest. Dante Vane liked it that way. He was 44. He ran a shadow empire from Wall Street to Brooklyn docks. People called him the Hollow King. He didn't yell. He didn't rant. He never showed mercy. 24 years ago, he watched his father's blood freeze in the New York winter. Since that night, he replaced warmth with cold, precise logic. Today, that logic was bleeding red. Dante stood in his private room on the 80th floor. He swirled a glass of bourbon. The city lights looked like a circuit board he owned. But the connections were failing. A shipment of electronics was hijacked in Jersey. The feds froze accounts. And someone in his organization was betraying him. He glanced at the inner vault. It was a paranoid masterpiece. A room inside a room. Reinforced titanium. Only openable with a dual biometric scan. Thumbprint and retina. It held the black book. Every bribe, every payoff, every body buried in his rise. Then the silence broke. It wasn't a gunshot. It wasn't an alarm. It was a soft, rhythmic thump-thump-thump, followed by a wet, bubbling gurgle. Dante's hand went to his Beretta. His heart skipped. Had a ghost bypassed the sensors? Had the Castellanos finally found a way in? He moved to the vault. His steps were silent on polished mahogany. He pressed his thumb. Accepted. He scanned his eye. Verified. The massive door hissed open. The vacuum seal broke like a dying breath. Dante swung his weapon inside. His eyes searched for a target. He froze. There, on a $60,000 silk rug, sat a human. It looked like it was defying gravity. It was a baby boy. He had dark, messy curls. Stormy Atlantic-colored eyes. He wore a faded onesie with a dinosaur on it. He tried to eat a corner of the rug. The door thudded against the stop. The baby didn't cry. He didn't flinch. He turned his head. He looked at Dante and smiled. A wide, toothless, drooling grin. He shrieked like a little bird. Then he crawled toward Dante's leather boots. Dante stepped back. The gun in his hand felt heavy. Felt wrong. He stared at the weapon. Then at the baby. A dry, jagged sound came from his throat. It might have been a laugh, or a crack in his soul. "I'm prepared for a coup," Dante whispered. "And I've been defeated by a toddler." He holstered the gun. He knelt. His body forgot how to do that. The baby reached into a gap in the floorboards. He pulled out a stray thread. He offered it like a trophy. "That rug is older than your grandmother, Leo," Dante said. The name felt right. The baby laughed. A bubbling sound echoed off the walls. "Yeah, I guess the decor is a bit much," Dante muttered. The baby crawled into Dante's lap. He didn't ask. He didn't hesitate. He claimed the space. Dante felt a sharp pang. 20 years of only touching to control or hurt. Now a tiny heart beat against his own. Then the smell hit him. A biological disaster. "Oh, you've got to be kidding me," Dante choked. "I've survived car bombs. I'll be taken down by a diaper." The outer office door burst open. Dante jumped. His instinct screamed. But it wasn't a hitman. It was a woman. Gray cleaning uniform. Hair falling out of a clip. Face pale with panic. Eyes full of a mother's fear. "Leo," she gasped. She saw Dante. She saw the gun. She froze. "Mr. Vane," she whispered. Dante studied her. Elena Vance. She'd cleaned his top-floor offices for 5 months. To Dante, she was invisible. "You brought a child into a fortress," Dante said. "You bypassed a biometric lock. Give me one reason I shouldn't remove you and the boy." Elena swallowed. She looked at her son, climbing Dante's leg. "I don't expect you to understand," she said. "I kneel only for God, but I beg for him." My sitter disappeared. No money. The vault door was ajar. I turned my head for a second. "He's fast." Dante narrowed his eyes. The door was open? Yes. A woman, Sloane, leaving, didn't click it shut. Dante's mind raced. Sloane, his assistant. An accident? No. A distraction. Leo fussed. He reached for his mother. The boy twisted back. He clutched Dante's lapel. Elena looked horrified. Leo, no. Come to mommy. But the child clung to Dante. Dante looked at Elena. He saw the empire outside. He felt a shift. Go back to your floor, he commanded. But my son. I didn't ask. Dante cut her off. He stays here, behind 3 inches of titanium. Finish your shift. We'll talk in the morning. Elena hesitated. She looked at the baby in Dante's arms. She nodded and vanished. Dante looked at Leo. Well, Leo, interested in money laundering. Very long night. The next morning, Vane Tower didn't wake as usual. Dante hadn't slept. He sat at his mahogany desk. The rising sun painted the Atlantic deep purple. In the corner, a handmade oak crib. Ordered at 2 a.m. Delivered at 5:30 a.m. Under threat of a terrified furniture mogul. Leo slept inside. He held a silk pocket square Dante gave him. Cain, Dante's right hand, stood by the door, his face carved like granite. He had seen Dante destroy corporations, never seen him buy a pacifier. The report, boss, Cain said. He slid a thick folder across the desk. Want me to call a nanny? No, Dante rasped. Short version, Cain. Why is a woman with a master's in finance mopping floors? Cain cleared his throat. Elena Vance. Born Elena Rossi. Small-town girl. Scholarship student. Rising star in Chicago until she met Julian Vance. Dante opened a photo. A handsome, sharp-featured man smiled back. Julian Vance. Real estate. Old money. New scandals. Exactly, Cain said. Julian found out the firm was a front for the Castellanos. He tried to whistleblow. Tried to get Elena and the boy out. And car lost control on the Kennedy Expressway 14 months ago. Police ruled suicide from embezzlement stress. Family seized assets. Left Elena with mountains of debt to the Castellanos. She's been working 3 jobs under a fake name. Dante looked at the crib. The Hollow King felt rage simmer. It wasn't business. It was personal. She's been scrubbing my floors, Dante whispered. The men who killed her husband are trying to burn my house. She hasn't said a word. Just keeps moving. Boss, Cain said low. Sloan is on the move. Burner phone tracked. Meeting Castellano lieutenants. The vault door? She tried to plant a transceiver. The baby got there first. Dante didn't blink. Betrayal of an assistant was a paper cut. Betrayal of life. His empire built on Julian's bones. The real wound. And the Castellanos? Dante asked. They're moving tonight. Think you're vulnerable. Meeting at Pier 9, Cain said. Dante felt the Hollow King rising. No mercy. No hope. Then he thought of Leo. And Elena. He softened. Get the cars, Dante said. It ends tonight. The shipyard was dark and foggy. Sloan stood by a black sedan. 4 Castellano hitmen with her. She sneered. You've gone soft, Dante, she said. You brought a child into a war. Let a cleaning lady tell you how to run an empire. You're a ghost. I brought a child into a home, Sloan, Dante said. You brought a virus into my family. Dante whistled. From shadows, his loyalists appeared. Cain led them. Hitmen were disarmed and pinned. Sloan forced to her knees. Sweat on her pale face. Dante approached. He held a small silver coin. His father's life coin. Symbol of Vane debt. Betrayal in this city used to kill 3 generations. Dante whispered. That's the law. Your brothers. Parents. You. No. Sloan screamed. They don't know. Dante, please. Dante raised his hand. Signal to finish it. But then a soft voice cut through. Elena stepped onto the pier. She wasn't supposed to be there. She had seen the look in Dante's eyes. She faced Sloan. Then Dante. If you do this, she said, trembling, the man I want my son to become dies tonight too. She tried to kill us, Dante growled. She's why Julian is dead. I know, Elena said. But I don't want Leo to grow up with a father whose hands smell like blood. I don't want him to love a murderer. Dante looked at the coin. then Sloane, then Elena. For the first time, he chose a different path. He flipped the coin into the Hudson. "You're dead to this city, Sloane," Dante said. "Kane will take your accounts. Every cent goes to families of the men your allies killed. If I see you again, don't expect mercy. Now get out." Vane Estate changed. No longer a fortress. Warm oak and glass replaced heavy steel doors. Guards stayed. Now they retrieved stray soccer balls more than checked snipers. Dante watched the sunset. He wore a navy sweater and jeans. Not a suit. Leo, now 2, ran after a golden retriever. He tripped, looked up, saw Dante, shouted "Da!" and scrambled up. Elena came out with 2 cups of coffee. She leaned against Dante. He kissed her temple. "The foundation just closed a Bronx Community Center deal," she said, proud. Dante chuckled. Under Project Phoenix, they went almost fully legitimate. No longer the underworld king. Now CEO of a legacy. The Hollow King, a ghost story from the past. "You did it, Dante," Elena whispered. "No," Dante said, looking at Leo laughing in the grass. "The child did." If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to our channel. Hit like and share this video so more people can hear meaningful stories like this every day. How did this story feel to you? Did it remind you of anything in your own real life? Share with us in the comments below. We'd truly love to hear what's in your heart. Wishing everyone watching this video strong health, a joyful life, and peace each day. Always believe that, no matter how dark life gets, the light is still there waiting for us to find. Goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video.